Hello, baseball fans, and welcome. Baseball coming up on this Memorial Day. It's the Los Angeles Dodgers taking on the Cleveland Guardians. First pitch coming your way next.
And now, please welcome your Cleveland Guardians.
Just about ready to go. Today's starting pitcher, Gavin Williams. And Singy, we were talking earlier about how he's doing a great job navigating through tough spots.
I've just been so impressed with when it seems like there's more pressure, he's more calm and settles in. He's done an incredible job with runners in scoring position. Most guys, they get a little tight, they start to aim the baseball, but for some reason, he gets looser, the ball comes out of his hand with more life, and he's able to wiggle off the hook of, you know, tough situations and get his team back in the dugout.
6-10.
Hit on the ground up the middle. That's a base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Just so sound in his mechanics. Hits against a firm front side, and the hands just continue to carry through the middle of the field.
Here's Betts. Here comes the pitch. There goes the runner from first. That's in for a strike. Safe at second, and that was not close. Ohtani stands at second with no outs. Left field, Kwan makes the catch, and there's one gone.
Batting third, first base.
Here's the Dodgers lineup now. And a big part of it, a guy with a great track record, Teoscar Hernandez.
And he's leading them in runs batted in this season, which tells me this guy is able to slow things down when it seems like there's a little bit of pressure, and he's looking at it as an opportunity to do damage. You know, a lot of guys, they see runners on base and they get big. They feel like all this pressure, I've got to get these runs in, but somehow he seems to settle into these situations. So watch out when he comes to the plate.
Here's Teoscar Hernandez. Good power, not great in the OBP department. And that one wrapped foul. To the right side, Schneemann to first, and Hernandez is out. And that is the inning. One left for LA. Now the Guardians will get their shot, still scoreless. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Back here with my pal Singy, and towing the slab here, Yoshinobu Yamamoto. What's the scouting report on him?
Well, what quickly stands out to me for this guy is that he comes in with a 3-to-1 strikeout to walk ratio on the season. So when you consider consistency, the ability to get swings and misses, and to limit base runners, that's critical in winning games today, especially when teams are depending on the big swing, the home run, to win ball games.
That one fouled off.
Boog, here's a note on Yamamoto. He won 3 straight Sawamura Awards, the Japanese equivalent of the Cy Young Award, and the last 3 Pacific League Most Valuable Player Awards, which is the first MVP three-peat since Ichiro Suzuki.
And a swing and a miss. Beat him with a fastball.
Batting second.
Now here is Angel Martinez. That misses, and it's 1-0. One down, base is empty. Ground ball to the right side. Freeman takes it to the bag, and a couple of quick outs.
Batting third.
Here's the Guardians lineup now. The sluggers in this lineup might not be too happy about the fact that the wind is blowing in today, Chris.
Yeah, and you hear pitchers talk about how good it feels when the wind is at their back. And for hitters, you almost feel like beyond just the pitcher coming at you, you've got this other force coming against you. So important to try to get on top of the ball in terms of hitting line drives, maybe really hard ground balls with a good exit velocity that'll get you a base hit, because it's very frustrating. You just hit one on the screws, think it's going to go out of the ballpark, and an outfielder is camped underneath it in front of the warning track.
Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. And a nice inning of work there as he sets him down 1-2-3. Guardians fail to score. Scoreless after one. Back here in Cleveland. Second inning set to go. And at the plate for the Dodgers, Andy Pajes. Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt.
Wow. 0-1. That's not even close to the zone.
Down the line, it's a base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Batting sixth.
Here comes Max Muncy.
Max Muncy.
Grounder might be two. Schneemann tossed to second, and that's two.
They made that double play look so easy, but it was far from routine. That's the one thing about big leaguers. They make tough plays look simple.
Tommy Edman at the plate. Fouled off to the right. Edman in his sixth season, 29 years old, and he was a sixth-round draft pick back in 2016. Two outs, base is empty. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. Oh, can't get out of the way of the fastball, and that's going to sting. He had two strikes on him, and he hit him. Dalton Rushing, the next to hit. The kick and the pitch. Runner goes. There's a ball. Throw, safe.
You know what? I like the aggressiveness right there. It looks like it's going to be tough to score in this one. Really good pitching so far. So why not try to put some pressure on them and see if you can steal the bag, get in the scoring position.
And that is out of play. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Shallow right field. And that is that. They get a leadoff single but leave him stranded. Now to the bottom of the second. We're tied. And we're back. Bottom of the inning. Now it's the DH, Kyle Manzardo. Line to right, and that'll be a base hit. So a man on base to start the inning. And now it's the switch hitter, Carlos Santana. And that's in the dirt. Manzardo gets his lead at first. Nobody out. On the ground. Awesome play there.
That's a good piece of hitting right there. The job was to move the runner up and give your team a chance to score the go-ahead run. That's exactly what happened. So you better believe your teammates are happy with you after that at bat.
Daniel Schneemann in the box here lets that one go for a ball. And another ball. Patrick Johnson calling the balls and strikes.
Pretty standard zone for Johnson. Sometimes he might get a little jumpy, a little excited and expand the zone, but usually you at least feel like the pitcher on the mound is earning it, and that's important because you got to make players earn it.
Swing and a miss. 2-2. Chris, do players ever change their approach in meaningful ways based on who's umpiring, or is it good to just be aware of tendencies so you're not that surprised?
I'd say the latter, because the pitcher's got to pitch to his strengths regardless. The hitter's got to hit to his strengths. So you're aware of it, but you have to just hunt for what you can handle.
Stepping up for the Guardians, Gabriel Arias. And a foul ball. Man at second. Swing and a miss at a slider.
Two pretty nasty sliders to get this hitter in an 0-2 count.
Oh, that's a strikeout, and that'll do it for the inning. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and one left. We played 2 full, no score. New inning getting started. Miguel Rojas at the plate.
Second baseman, Miguel Rojas.
Williams back to work. Outside.
Outside.
And that's ball 1. Yeah, that's fouled off. That one the other way, and foul ball. And down on strikes he goes. 1 away. Back to the top of the Dodgers order. And now here's the Dodgers designated hitter, Shohei Ohtani. That one pulled foul.
Very dominant with that fastball inside. Hitter's going to be conscious of that. Now you have the outer half of the plate to work with out there on the mound.
And it's quickly 0-2 on the designated hitter. Down to the dirt, swing and a miss. Got him. 2 gone after the strikeout.
Well, take a look at the 3-pitch sequence here. Pretty simple in terms of putting them away at the plate. Once you're ahead 0-2 as a pitcher, you can really expand the zone and see how aggressive that hitter is going to be trying to protect and battle. And right there, clearly he was in swing mode, but all you can do is hope to foul that off.
2 outs. And that one almost got him. Top of the 3rd, no score. The shortstop takes the ball. That one ran inside, almost got him.
He should get a pretty good pitch to hit here with the 3-hole hitter coming up if he's walked.
And he hits a ground ball right side into the outfield, base hit. And Freddie Freeman with a chance to make an impact with 2 away. Freddie Freeman up to the dish. 0 for 1 so far. Fastball is outside. 2 gone, but the go-ahead run is at first. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. And a base hit. They stopped the lead runner at second. Now 2 on with 2 outs.
2 consecutive base hits for this team. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay. Runner in scoring position now, and a good opportunity to push across the first run of the ball game.
Hernandez swings through it for strike 1. Fouled off. He was late.
I want to start that load a little bit sooner because of the good velo.
That one missed. swings and misses. It's a strikeout. And welcome back to the ballpark. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Bo Naylor at the plate now. And that is in there for a strike. I believe that's the split.
I mean, that's perfect location right on the black. I mean, over and over again, this guy demonstrates the ability to hit those spots. They're so tough to do anything with as a hitter.
That's a ball.
0-2 count. You've got the opportunity to expand the zone. Could get the chase there. Let's see what he comes back with next.
On the ground, right side. Tosses to the pitcher covering the bag. Leadoff man retired here in the third. Now here's Nolan Jones. Swinging a foul out of play. And that's through there for a strike. And it's 0-2.
Man, this guy's got a great feel for his breaking ball today.
Got him swinging.
Now batting.
So the Guardians lineup turns over. Stephen Kwan digs in for the Guardians. He struck out swinging at his first at bat. And that one missing inside, a sharp slider. Right through there for a strike. Next offering is fouled back. And down on strikes. Guardians go down in order. Nothing doing for the Guardians there. And we're still knotted at 0. On to the fourth. Now the left fielder, Andy Pajes.
Andy Pajes.
A swing and a miss, and that's strike one.
These hitters have come out ready to swing the bats early in the count and swing it often. If you want to score some runs, have an offensive explosion, that can be a route to doing
it. Swings and blasts one deep to left center. That's back there. And it's off the out-of-town scoreboard. And that's a leadoff double.
Everything came together perfectly for him right there. Absolutely blasted that one into the gap, but just didn't have quite enough to clear the wall out there. Maybe a little more elevation under it and it carries over, but that's a swing you'll be happy with every time. Now let's see if they can put up the first run of the game.
Go ahead run on base. Here's Max Muncy. Swings through that one for strike one.
0-1's the count.
Swing and a drive, deep right field. That one carrying. And that ball is out of here. That'll fire up the dugout. His 4th home run of the season. And they jump ahead in the 4th. It's 2-0. Singy, that's his 199th career home run.
Well, 200 homers is an exciting number for anyone to get to. He's got to be looking forward to that next one a lot. That one was a hanger, and pitchers typically don't get away with making a mistake like that. And right there, he made him pay.
And now the center fielder, Tommy Edman. On the ground to first. And he takes it himself for the out.
It's a good recovery, though, after giving up the home run. Not allowing it to stay in the head, but going to work at the next hitter, and a tough one at that.
Swing and a ground ball base hit right field. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single. Miguel Rojas steps to the plate for the Dodgers. Struck out looking in his first at bat. In the air, left field. Kwan heads after it. Makes the grab for the second out.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Shohei Ohtani.
Here's Shohei Ohtani, 1 for 2. Line to left. It drops in, gets away a little bit. They stop the lead runner at second. Now 2 on with 2 outs.
He was all over that one. Got a fastball, middle of the plate, jumped all over it. Absolutely smoked that ball.
Here's Mookie to hit. That swings, deep drive, left field. And it's off the wall. 1 run across. Now 2 runs score, and they lead by 4.
Well, here we are, 3rd time through the order, and this is where we see the OPS jump up. Manager might have to go to the bullpen a little bit sooner than he anticipated.
Here comes the skipper out of the dugout, and he's ready to make the move. Gavin will.
Now pitching for the Guardians.
So runner at second, 2 down. And here's Freddie Freeman. He's got the power, but great contact skills. One of the best contact hitters in the game. And that's outside. Swing and a miss. There's the changeup.
And he really sells the changeup with that arm action.
Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. Coming home. He'll score. It's an RBI single, and the lead is up to 5.
Right fielder.
And next will be the cleanup hitter, Teoscar Hernandez. 0 for 2 in this one. This one smoked. Could be trouble. Freeman headed for third, and he boots it. Coming home. The relay to the plate. He'll score easily, and it's now a 6-run lead.
Now batting.
So 2 down, and up next for Los Angeles, Andy Pages.
Drove it off the wall last time, just missed out on a home run.
Line drive, that's a base hit into right field. Hernandez around third. He's safe as he gets his hand in. And they're pulling away up by 7 now. And now it's Max Muncy.
His next home run will be the 200th in his career. It would be pretty cool to see it right here.
And that one is lifted in the air. Jones sizes this one up, squeezes it, and that is that. But they take the lead on a huge 7-run outburst. On now to the bottom of the 4th. It's the Dodgers 7 and the Guardians nothing. Here in Cleveland, John Chambi and Chris Singleton with you. And leading off the bottom of the 4th, Angel Martinez. Fought off foul.
You know, these Guardians just lacking discipline at the plate in this ballgame. They're chasing a lot of pitches outside the zone, and those chases are turning into a bunch of outs. Can they turn that around and stay within the zone? We'll see, but I think they have to.
Swings and misses, struck him out.
Quite the start to this game on the mound, looking very dangerous to these hitters. 7 punch-outs already, so this lineup hasn't had much success trying to figure him out. I'm impressed with what we're seeing here.
Ramirez in the box with 1 away as he takes ball 1. 1 out, base is empty. And that's in there for a strike, and now it's even.
The guy's going this good. He's retired 7 in a row. You got to step out of the box, fake bunt, do something to break it up.
And that one missing inside a sharp slider.
2-1 the count now. He hasn't seen a fastball yet, but you've got to be ready to hit one because you doubt the pitcher wants this to go to a 3-1 count.
That one misses. And now 3-1. Hard hit, right side. On to first. 2 up, 2 down.
Now batting, designated hitter.
2 down, bases empty. Kyle Mansardo digs in for the Guardians. First pitch, and he just misses. 2 down, nobody on. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. That one finds the zone, and the count is 1-1. And a swing and a miss there.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
2 strikes.
And a swing and a miss. And that's that. The Guardians go down in order. They continue to trail 7-0. Ready now for the 5th inning. And at the plate for the Dodgers, Tommy Edman. Swinging a foul straight back.
You know, these Dodgers putting together some really good at-bats in this game. There's been a lot to like with how they're approaching their chances at the plate. It looked to me like they really wanted to get to the starter early, get him out of the game before he settles in. So I'd say mission accomplished.
And now Dalton Rushing.
Now batting, catcher Dalton Rushing.
That one pushed to the left and foul. Base is empty, 1 away, and we're at the top of the 5th. Cut on and lifted in the air. Makes the grab, 2 down. And next for LA, Miguel Rojas. Swing and a ground ball. Lays out, but he can't squeeze it. He beats the throw, and he's on at first. Shohei Ohtani up to the dish. Swing and a miss, strike 1. Bybee,
0-1.
26 years old, and he was a 5th-round pick in 2021. On a line, base hit. They stop the lead runner at second. Now 2 on with 2 outs. Here's Mookie Betts.
A chance for more damage right here. A couple of RBIs for him in his last AB.
And first offering is fouled off. 2 aboard, 2 outs. On the ground to the left. 3rd out. A couple of hits in the inning, but they can't get him home. Last half of the 5th coming up. It's the Dodgers 7 and the Guardians nothing. Back here in Cleveland, we head to the bottom of the 5th. And now the first baseman, Carlos Santana. And that's in for a strike. 0-1. All right, Singy, trivia time. Back when this ballpark opened, 1994, one future Hall of Famer hit the first triple in the park, and another hit the first homer by a Cleveland player. Think you know who they were?
Okay, I know that Ken Griffey Jr. hit the first triple here, but first homer for Cleveland. Give me a hint.
Switch hitter. That's all you're getting.
Oh, dude. Eddie Murray, no doubt.
Bam!
Oh, there's a 3-pitch strikeout. He can do whatever he wants with the baseball right now.
Now it's the second baseman, Daniel Schneemann. Struck out swinging his first time. In there for strike 1.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
Swing and a miss. And the count is 0-2.
Now, there's a certain point where you have to commit to what you think you see, and he guessed wrong right there. Nasty slider with just terrific bite at the end.
Next offering upstairs. Strike three, and that's 2 in a row.
Pretty electric stuff showing up on the mound right now. I mean, in the double-digit strikeouts, he should be able to rack up some more before he's done in this one. And not many of these hitters have had much of an answer for what he's offering out there.
Arias takes a ball as he stands in for the second time. The Guardians with a lot of ground to make up. Last half of inning number 5. And another ball.
2-0.
That one down the line, and it goes just foul. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
Looking sharp, just a strike away from 5 shutout innings.
Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts.
Impeccable command in that one. 3 batters, 3 strikeouts. That's electric stuff out there on the mound.
Top 6, and now Freddie Freeman. Bybee back to work. To the right side, and that's just foul. Swings and misses. 0-2 now. Movement in the pen for the Guardians. Luis Ortiz up and throwing. Festa getting cranked up as well. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. The 0-2. Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. And that's 1 out as they get the leadoff hitter in the 6th.
Right fielder.
And now the right fielder, Teoscar Hernandez. High fly ball out towards left center. Quan settles underneath it. Hauls it in for the out.
Now batting, left fielder, Andy Pajes.
2 outs, base is empty. Andy Pajes steps to the plate for the Dodgers. 3 for 3 with 2 singles and a double. And a pop-up, right side, foul territory. Santana makes the grab, and that'll end the inning. Dodgers down in order, but they're still in control. It's 7-0. And we're back, bottom of the 6th. And here's the catcher, Bo Naylor.
Bo Naylor.
You and I got a chance to broadcast the 2019 All-Star Game, and the city of Cleveland did such a great job. I felt like wherever you turned, there was some type of ad for the All-Star Game, a face of one of the players playing in the game. I thought the city overall supported the event really well.
Yeah, and I think the players backed it up from the home run derby and the show that was put on between Vladimir Guerrero Jr., Pete Alonso, and others. It was off the charts. And then the game is always special. When you see the best in baseball, you remember how special this game is. And to be here at this ballpark, I think just was the icing on the cake.
Jones stands in now and watches strike 1. The Dodgers up big in this one here in the bottom of the 6th. That one is downstairs. Now 1-2. That's down and in. Swing and a miss at the splitter, and it's a strikeout.
That's about as nasty of a splitter as you'll come across, especially in terms of movement. I mean, that thing tumbles out of his hand and just drops off the table at the last moment. If he keeps it down, it's just so tough to put wood on.
Kwan in the box again, takes a strike.
And it really looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity and stay there.
0-2.
Right-hander kicks, deals.
Nope.
Well, it's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, hit a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
Ground ball right side. Rojas tosses to first, and that ends the inning. Go down 1-2-3. Not going their way. It's 7-0. Muncy at the plate and takes high there. And there's a ball. That's out to center field. Martinez sizing this one up. Hauls it in, and there's one away. Tommy Edman steps to the plate for the Dodgers. Ball one there. Base is empty, one away. Here in the top half of inning number 7.
Yeah.
On the ground, right side, and he handles it himself for the out. 2 down, base is empty, and now the catcher comes up to him. Dalton rushing. Foul ball. Swing and a liner foul off to the right.
Well, 2 outs and a chance to put up a 0 on the scoreboard here, and that's not something that's come easy for this staff in this one.
Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. Naylor down to first with it, and it's in time for the 3rd out, so that'll end the back here in a blowout, which gives us a chance to talk about just about anything.
Bro, don't get me fired.
All right, Singy, let's rewind for a second. When you heard that they were going to put a pitch clock into the game, what was your first thought?
Well, I thought that
and here comes the Dodgers.
Pitching for Los Angeles. Number 57.
Garcia ready to fire now. And another ball. Do you remember when Tim Kirkjian ran in the sausage race in Milwaukee?
no, I didn't see that one.
Yeah. Yeah, they used one of the kid-size ones.
You know, this isn't exactly a mascot race, but I love what they do in Atlanta with the freeze. I wanted to race the freeze at one point. I don't think my hamstrings could hold up for it now.
I feel like 5 years ago you could have handled the freeze. It would have been fun, and I would bait you into it and try and get you to train to race the freeze, and it just never materialized.
Yeah, I appreciate that you had enough confidence in me that I could beat a guy who looks like he was going to the Olympic trials at some point or another. But yeah, it's always a great thing to watch there at Truist Park.
Would you have worn one of those bobsled outfits like the freeze wears?
Nah, they'd have been a little too revealing for me at this age.
I feel you. And ball one. The Guardians with a lot of ground to make up here at the bottom of the 7th. Swings through that one for strike 2.
This guy's got such a good sinker. As a hitter, you've got to look up in the zone. If you look down, you're going to be chasing stuff in the dirt.
Inside, almost got him. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Fouled off the plate. They'll do it again.
Well, he hasn't gotten the result yet, but it's got to feel pretty confident. 3 foul balls in a row. He's right on this guy.
Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Well, we saw a solid effort out of their starter, and the bullpen is following suit. It's just a good day as a manager or as a pitching coach when you can hand the ball off to multiple arms and get stability from all of their performances.
Manzardo in the box with 2 gone and takes a look at a called strike. At 96, that pitch is in for a strike.
Well, he didn't like those first 2 pitches. Now in an 0-2 hole. He's going to have to battle. Hope he gets a mistake.
Swing and a miss, and he chases that one in the dirt. Not in time. Safe at first after the strikeout got away.
Well, fortunately, they've got a big lead on the scoreboard, so that error shouldn't hurt too much. But you have to be careful about losing concentration in a game like this. Can be an easy trap to fall into.
Santana in the box now. No balls and a strike. Two outs. Foul ball. It stays 0-2. Swing and a miss, struck him out. That K is his 3rd of the game.
Now pitching.
Welcome back,
and
a new arm on the mound to start the 8th.
Number
Luis
45.
Ortiz.
Well, he's a big-time strikeout guy out there. This season, averaging more than 1 per inning.
Back up the middle and a base hit. Just kind of sliced that one into center.
Hitting is really easy for some guys. One thing that I can see already is bats. Stays in the zone on plane for an extended period of time. And guys like that, they have a high contact rate and they have more barrels because of that bat being on plane. And even when you don't get it great, it's still hit hard enough to dunk something in like that in front of the center fielder.
Hammers that one deep left field and forget it. He sends a rocket to left. His 18th home run of the season. It's 9-0. He absolutely feasts on right-handed pitching and devours that one for a homer.
And you can see that's what he expects of himself at bat after at bat. He's that confident. A hard sinker can be a pretty tough pitch because of the late life and movement, but somehow he got the barrel to that pitch, stayed through it. Really nice job of staying on the backside until it was time to transfer that weight, and a really nice home run.
Mookie Betts will make his way to the plate. That one hammered center field. That's back there. Onto the track, and he makes the catch.
Thought that was a no-doubter. Like the wind was holding that in this ballpark.
Here's Freddie Freeman now. Swing and a line drive ripped right center field. Martinez calls it in, 2 away.
Now batting, right fielder, Teoscar
2 outs,
Hernandez.
base is empty. Now it's the Dodger cleanup hitter, Teoscar Hernandez. Line drive, brings it in for the 3rd out. But two come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this two-run homer. It's now 9-0. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show. On to the bottom of the eighth. Here's the second baseman, Daniel Schneemann. Garcia, in his 10th season, 38.
Now pitching for Los Angeles, number 51.
That one catches the zone. Strike one. Top of the zone for a called strike.
Looked pretty good as far as being in the strike zone, but I'm sure as a hitter, not too good with where it was located. Very top of the strike zone, middle away.
Swing and a miss and a changeup in the dirt. In time to get him. One away in the strikeout.
Oh, tough night at the dish. Punching out for the third time right there. He just hasn't looked very comfortable at the plate. A little unsure of his timing right now. Not picking up the spin and location of these pitches. He'll have some adjustments to make.
Next offering is in for a strike.
I got a ball, one strike. Hey!
The Dodgers up big in this one. Here, the bottom half of the eighth inning. Breaking ball inside. 2-2. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Very strong coming out of the pen so far as he punches out the first two batters he's faced in this one, getting straight to work. Man, it's talked about a lot, but relievers are just so electric these days. These aren't fun at bats if you're a hitter. I'm so glad I'm retired.
And now here is Bo Naylor. The 0-1. That one is upstairs.
One ball, one strike.
And a swing and a miss. There's that slider.
That front door slider is such a devastating pitch. You don't want to get beat by the inside fastball.
Swing and a miss. And he strikes out the side here in the eighth. Guardians fail to score, and they're down 9-0. All set to start the ninth in this one. Here's the left fielder, Andy Pajes. Ortiz back to work. This one in the air right field. Jones sizes this one up, drops into the glove, and there's one away.
Woo, he was all over that first pitch fastball, just barely missed it. Man, this guy was ready to hit.
Here's Max Muncy, that funky Muncy. One home run shy of 200 for his career. And the first pitch misses for ball one. Movement in the bullpen. Cade Smith, a right-hander with big strikeout stuff, is getting it fired up. Festa also getting ready. Smoked on the ground a second. They get the out on Muncy.
Fastball groove right down the middle. Usually a lot of damage done with that pitch. A hard grounder, but he wanted to get that ball in the air, maybe drive it into the gap.
Hit in the air out to center field. Martinez drifts towards it, and that'll do it. We head to the bottom of the ninth. Now it's the right fielder, Nolan Jones. There's a strike.
0-1's the count.
Gets him to chase after that one.
That pitch started in and ended up on the outside edge. Just changing planes and very difficult, especially for a left-handed hitter to track.
Tosses to first, and a quick out number one. Stephen Kwan digs in for the Guardians. And a fastball clips the outside corner for a strike. Fly ball down the line. Hernandez settles underneath it, pulls it down, and there's two gone. So it's their last chance in this one. Angel Martinez digs in for the Guardians. Fastball for a strike. They're down to their final strike.
This guy's pounding the zone. Hitters don't have time to think in between pitches.
And that one's a little bit low. and it's 1-2.
That turns out to be a really good take right there, but you don't want to end this game with the bat on your shoulder.
One strike away. Right side, and this should do it. And that'll do it.
Well, the fourth inning proved to be the real turning point. They looked locked in at the plate after that first time through the order where it just seemed that they were off balance a little bit. But once they started really recognizing the pitches, everything started to click.
9-0 your final in this one. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. Thanks for joining us.